This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heartmans. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Listen to this. You pick a soulmate with a thing between your ears, not the one between your legs. Of course you'll say that. You never attend interviews when drunk. So why are you getting drunk with sex during such a life-changing interview? Both in the hunting and in dating, accuracy requires clarity. Habari ndio hiyo. Very warm welcome to the Benjamin Zulu Show. My name is Lily. So the thing between our ears, not the other one.
Anytime you mix sex in the searching,
Yeah.
you're compromising the foundation.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And you don't expect a contractor to appear saying the house has developed problems when I'm on 4th floor. And they knowingly compromised the foundation. Lily, it beats any sense to start calling for interpretation of what went wrong when you screwed up the foundation knowingly. This is not about human mistakes. This is about wrong choices, wrong arrangements. This goes with that. Mix it up here, it flows over there. Whenever a house crumbles and people are injured or anything, the government doesn't say, nobody is perfect, no contractor is perfect, we are not actually looking too close. Even as we have, an inquiry is set up.
Yes.
Marriage is such a building, what you're building, so many floors, so many years, so much investment.
Oh my goodness. Everything, your money, your time, your emotions.
Your community, your children.
Everything.
You know.
Yeah.
Why do we get careless with such a thing? This is a person you're going to wake up to every day. You wanted to make sure you like them when there's no sex. For one, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you will always be there having sex.
And let sex be another addition to a true love, to a true connection, to a true friendship, to a true bond, to a true place we are, to a depth, deep calling to deep. Now, something that you won't see when you are cooking up sex catalyzed connection.
How we love those. No, me, I've reformed. I don't know. No.
When you cook up sex that catalyzed by sex, you miss a person's quirks and idiosyncrasies. Those are big ones to say. The personal things that have no word for, but you like how they laugh, just how they sleep, the kind of jokes, the kind of small things that are unique to them that you should fall in love with. They are the finer details of their personality.
Yes.
You can't observe that in the heat of breathing heavily.
You've been graphic. True.
Because we are so busy. The moment you say, I love you too, now we are jumping over hoops.
Yeah.
People only arrive at, I love you too.
Yes.
And now, self-control out the door.
Yes.
And they think as long as we intend on getting married, that's all they justify. But we intended. It was serious. It was going somewhere. We had visited this. We had planned on this. We had did for that with intention.
Hey. So much wisdom.
We can both of us intend. But let me tell you, the moment I allow you to date me and consider now me for marriage, I've opened another chapter of my life you could not see when you were just friends. Now I can let you see my people. You get to follow my program. There before I was not updating you about my program so much. If you notice that I'm going home at a frequency that is alarming, and many people, money gets finished along the road. They're always moving home.
Yes.
And they're always carrying chicken. Some people carry chicken home to go sell, but others take chicken home. Some people are carrying things every weekend, shopping every weekend, doing things every weekend. going home, and you can't see how I run my life, and there's more details of my financial life, patterns of how I manage my money, patterns of how I'm relating with. This is one reason you need clarity and calmness to zoom in, to capture my moods. One thing with Brothers Accord, we came to crack. We stopped being deceived that when we smash it, we are winning. Some women have nothing else to give you except that. If the moment you set aside the sex and you're not rushing for that, she's forced to be real.
Yes.
Her real substance shows up. Can she advise you on a decision? Can she engage her mind when it takes a high? Can she hold space for you when you're down? Can she keep herself happy during a stressful time?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, and I hope one of these days we get talk about nurses.
Nurses. Hey, hi nurses. You've been reached. Mumefikiwa.
A nurse who does it well, you admire them.
Yes.
Because they're pathetic.
Yes.
Pathetic. And
Yes.
they deal with. So we're just trying to say, brothers, if you learn to separate sex and dating, you learn to see people in true colors. A shoddy person with a big title of a job, but they're very shoddy. They are famous for being a journalist, but they're famous because they have no boundaries with men. They allow men to enjoy frotchorism, sexual satisfaction by touch, or voyeurism, sexual satisfaction by seeing.
Where?
So they allow sight and touch everywhere.
Yes.
And this, you have noticed how they grow without anybody desiring, or they change from this marriage to the other. Although they are slaying, charming, they have no boundaries. They must entertain the public sexually. No man wants that.
But on behalf of Benjamin Zulu College, media people, here we are different.
Exactly. Very good. Don't trend online to make your show trend while you are also stripping yourself of your,
Right.
your dignity.
It's not worth it.
You're making your show to trend by just appearing sexually appealing, all this, and you become an entertainment for have dignity. We have had legendary women who did media right. Like the
Yes.
late, I think some of the ladies who we have seen, the Kasavulis, if you look at the women who have really inspired you, they were not trying to show their body. They had a dignity and an honor that made us salute.
Julie Gishuru,
Look at it.
Janet Mbugwa,
You wouldn't be quoting those if they are just,
trending for the trend.
you know, there's a dignity that allows them to grow slowly and be contented with becoming people of substance, not the shortcut of appearing sensual while you have no boundaries.
Yes.
Is to say, one reason you hold the emotional intelligence is to see the real person
Right.
and to get to know how much journeying back into themselves, back to their journey, have they done. Yes.
So get yourself, all that has been sparked by something I read from Dating Right. It's an important book for any stage of your life you may be in. You will be surprised, even if you're married or not thinking about dating, there's a lot of inspiration, even for your business, for your career, right here. So get yourself this and all these other copies. Healing Your Inner Self is the latest book, so pair it with every book that you read. That will be on www.benjaminzuluglobal.com. That's where you get the books. Each is going for 1,000 bob, and that's also where you get your ticket for the November 11th Love and Money, Grow Your Love and Money Conference. November 11th, 2023. We are talking about how to grow your love and your money concurrently at the Utali Hotel. Find out the details on benjaminzuluglobal.com. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
It is right, yeah.
All right. So today you want to tell us how to know that he's just after the cookie and not a long-lasting relationship. Let me just say something before you start. Very short. Sometimes even when we know he's just after the cookie, we are so caught up in the whole frenzy of you must get married, you're out of time, whatnot. And so you just give him mindlessly. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're coming from a place of pressure like you've mentioned, because people have been given deadlines.
Yes.
And they're being given perception of expired goods, that you're lagging behind.
Yes.
And I want to ask mothers, at least this generation of us parents, to start giving our children different measuring gauge of their achievement. There before it was bring a child then, if you're not finding a man.
Yeah.
Appreciate when your daughter can achieve a milestone called a vehicle, a car, called investment.
Why did they tell us buy a car?
Yes.
Buy a car. Buy
Yes.
a car.
Find an asset. Find yourself. Find your true north. Find your center. Enrich your relationships. Let your marriage become a part of the wholeness you are building. Not that one thing you are desperate for. When you are fragmented, you marry another fragmented person. If you push to marrying when you are not healed, you'll be fragmented. Your feelings over here, your dreams over here, your self over there, you can't tell your past, you've not even reconciled, you're not sure about your future, but now you must get to marry somebody. You marry somebody who you have not measured against these things, and they will never support you coming together to yourself. When you finally put your life together as one person, you become a different person. When you heal from your past that you had not unpacked, when you find your true career that gives you your heartbeat, that makes your juicy sound, when you finally find the kind of friendships that enrich you, when you finally find the kind of money and lifestyle you want, when you finally establish the kind of respect and honor and love and romance and language you want in your space, when you finally come there, you'll be a very different person. Let's be parents who can tell children that.
Woo! I'm so excited.
Let's be that.
Instead of telling your son or your daughter, get a child if you can't get married, tell them, buy equipment.
Yes.
Furnish your business.
Tell them.
There's so much to do.
I hate to see you this happy, then you marry and you're not happy anymore.
Yeah.
I want you to become happy so that the marriage advances the happiness.
Wow.
I want to see you laughing, smiling, shining, bubbly, doing life. And it's impossible, Lily, let me surprise you, to be happy and you don't attract good men. It's impossible. Men are looking for sunny, bubbly, mature, balanced women. They're so hard to find. The women you find single are collapsing out of depression and impatience and frustration at the fact that they're not married.
Why are you saying it like that? It's true.
So, to find a woman who is happy with her place,
Yes.
even when she has ambitions, we always have ambitions. We can't wait until we achieve all of them to be happy.
Yes. No.
So, find a woman who has found peace in her present life. That's what we seek. Even and I told you, men don't master play; they master performance. Men are work-oriented, and they want a woman who has mastered femininity. Femininity knows play and laughter and fun and rest. And beauty and ease and resting, relaxing. That's feminine energy. Masculine energy is warlike.
You don't want soldiers and strong women.
Okay, they should be strong, but they should be feminine. So
right.
this toughening of women to make them quasi-masculine, I'm already fully masculine. Why are you bringing me another half of a man?
Got it.
So the first sign that this man is only after that one thing is when he's approaching you with the treats, when he is spoiling you with the goodies instead of building a solid connection. To put you on obligation as if you already owe some reciprocation, something back, something return, something on the table. You've already eaten so much of him. This and the other. And be careful when shouldn't he take over my bills when we are dating? What will you give back? When a man starts giving you money, paying your bills, doing this, you can't hold sex back. You should live within your means so that you can maintain the independence to read men for who they are. A lot of men can pay your bills, but they are not right for you. That is the easiest thing for men to give.
Yes.
Money is the easiest. There's another thing that you need to know. Beyond the cash, what is the character? Beyond the persona, who is the person? Beyond the money, who is the man? He is always behind the goodies. And you want to stop putting the goodies in front. Don't let him upgrade your life, move you to a house you can't pay by yourself. Live by your pace. Until you're married, live within your means. Until you're married. Demonstrate how you can live on whatever resources and you're happy. That's part of the interview anyway. Demonstrate how you can live on small money.
Yeah.
It blew me away when I saw a girl who was working for $12,100 less than. And she could have a decent small house of her own, complete with a TV,
Wow.
A flat screen TV. I'm wondering, okay. You can take your time to plan whatever you have.
Yes.
And you organize logistics, reduce cost of moving every day, live there in the workplace,
Yes.
negotiate this to get the other. And you can see decency and cleanliness in the small life.
Yes. Yes.
Small money, small life, but cleanliness, standard nevertheless, dignity nevertheless, happiness nevertheless. Got it. That's good management. That's good management.
Yes.
This person is patient with the process.
Yes.
Patient with the process.
Yes.
Those women, where are they? And I hope I told you, and I need to repeat, until you learn to refund men's money, you never win a man of real money.
True.
Because they'll try to throw money to trap you when they're not really the right men for you. They'll put money in front. If you're greedy, you'll eat the money. And then they'll eat you.
Woo!
And the right man will never find you.
Oh my goodness.
They come with flashy cars. They can borrow whatever they need to borrow.
They do.
They put money, and if you're greedy, you're that impatient,
Yeah.
you lap it up. And the guy you could have grown to an empire with will never find you.
Yes.
Unfortunately, our mothers have been telling girls to marry rich men. Let us tell them to become rich women.
Woo-hoo!
Become rich by yourself. Go for the money itself, not the man.
Yes.
You plan on becoming wealthy. I was so impressed to hear that this girl had a plan of her life. Getting married is part of my plan, but because it also depends on another person, I also know.
It does. You can only do so much by yourself.
You should also have a plan of, in the meantime, this is how I'm living my life.
Yes. Yes.
You don't hold your life suspense and you're doing nothing until you get married. You can't buy the car and you have the money. You can't buy the plot, you have the money. You have access to facilities and you can't move your life because you're waiting for. No, that does not make you unmarriageable. It makes you good steward of what you have. In any case, your job description, the first job description as a woman is the steward of that empire. The watcher. The one who keeps that empire standing. He hunting, you're gathering. We are hunters and gatherers, both of us. But I'm the hunting. Do the gathering, the managing.
Love it.
Let me remind you, even when you go to work as a woman, the man should always be in front of you. You can out-earn him when you have an advantageous job, but you cannot outwork him. It's not allowed. The man always works more. You may work less than him, but your work has more advantage. You have a contract that is very favorable. It is bringing more money than me.
Yes.
But the hours that we put to work, mine are always more.
Why?
Because you have other jobs.
Oh.
And my primary job is to provide. You are the watcher of our empire, of our home, to feed people there, clean it, watch over children. Even when children are grown and gone, this man is always a child. There's an aspect of a man that will not stop being
Are you going to endorse that?
Nurtured. There's a nurturing you need that you do for your son and your man the same way. Like arranging the inner way. Okay, so I was talking about... No, ask women what they do at home.
Hey, I know, yeah. I know.
And he's not even forcing it. He could be a very proactive guy.
Yeah.
Some of them are not spoiled. We are not spoiled brats. But you just do it better than him. And for you, it's easier.
Yeah.
For him, it's hard. He tries, he struggles there.
Yeah.
The time I waste to choose clothes. When my wife didn't, I didn't ask for... sometimes you have an occasion or we don't have an occasion. But then that evening, I don't remind my schedule tomorrow. So I have to pick the clothes myself. To combine them, it's a headache.
So who did this?
No, she's always the designer. Whatever is worn at home, she's always the designer.
Okay.
So when sometimes you have to be it's so outside me. I struggle there because I don't want to let her down because there's a level. I want you to,
Yeah.
It's not. I can do that many things. He can do them. He is not forcing you, but you are infinitely better.
Okay.
So that's what I'm calling the kind of care you'd have given him that is easy for you, hard for him.
All right.
Are there occasions when a man is better in that aspect? Yes.
All right.
But according to majority of couples and the role of a wife, the aesthetics are better off organized from the woman's standpoint.
True.
You know?
See that.
And even when you're not born with it, you learn it. Because you learn that's your office. That's your docket. Men are not born enjoying every role we play. Just grow into it. And you learn is your role. You don't waste time arguing. So if you see a man giving you stuff before he can build a solid relationship, he is looking for your body, not you. The second thing is when he has a philosophy that mocks chastity, when he takes this stance that this we're in a modern day, there's no big thing, what are you doing talking to that person when you don't even share such a fundamental value to begin with? That kind of person who will have children popping up from the earth every year.
From the earth.
Because you didn't hear anything, but the child popped up. You didn't see things going on. Just child showed up. Child,
Like a plant.
You know, they appear to be growing from the earth. Because
Okay. I hear you though. It means he's uninhibited.
Yes.
Generally.
Yes. And this one was before you got it. I had not even known I conceived. This one tricked me. You know, I'm also shocked. She's appearing now. But this one is tricked. Let me do DNA. And I'm not sure. So the sex gates are so open, his seeds are being sown everywhere.
Tell them.
When you throw seeds around, one young man was asking this guy, this girlfriend, now she has appeared. When he's trying to get married, say he has a child. Say, so a guy went sowing his seeds wherever. Now that the seeds have grown, you're coming to ask me what he should do. Bro. No.
Calm down. What did you tell him?
No, what is your question? This guy voluntarily removed his trousers to sow his wild oats with a wanton abandon out there, and they sprouted. So, this is just a man reaping what he sowed. What are you asking me?
He threw them like remember the man in the parable?
Yes.
Who just was throwing seeds.
Is that method of sowing where you just...
Yeah. You throw them anywhere.
A man whose sex gates are open is vulnerable to anything.
True.
You can't control your sex urges as a man. You're the easiest to be arrested with false pregnancies.
Yes.
Some of these women did not actually conceive, but they tell you they conceived. How will you confirm? So you give her money for clinics, you give her money for this, and finally money for miscarriage, and there was no pregnancy. If you had never slept with her, would you fall for anything like that?
Never.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to square one. That it's sexual discipline that preserves a man. It's sexual discipline that preserves a man. It's not a religious rule to restrict our life. It is swallowed Samson's mighty career.
Yes.
Swallowed him.
It did.
Swallowed him. He had unprocessed trauma. He was swindled of the woman he wanted. He crossed boundaries to marry from the wrong kind of people who did not share values, and they swindled him. It was traumatic. When he finally got the next one, he had not healed, unpacked and forgiven and released the first case. This one swallowed him. What you don't heal from, you will die from. What you don't heal, it will kill you. That's the hard thing. Psychology is real. Dig deeper into your unhealed wounds so that they don't take you down. The last sign is when he's calling you pet names too quickly to give you supervision role for taking care of him sexually before you even go anywhere on the real relationship. Calling you my wife, the mother of my children, whatever. Then anytime somebody is babying you, sweethearting you, so soon, to put you to a place where like it's your role to keep him sexually satisfied. And they also come with a lot of entitlement. Why are you keeping me on dry spell?
I'm your man.
If I'm not getting it from you, where should I get from?
Yes.
It's like you're supposed to replace his place for self-control. Let me remind you that you're always choosing the father for your son. Should you get a son with such a he-goat who can't even control himself sexually, you'll have two of them in the house now.
Yes.
total chaos.
Yes.
Stop taking these things lightly.
Yes.
Man, let's remember that when you get a woman who is scattered, who's not neat, collected, calm, who can come home. Some women just can't stay home. The Bible says on one minute she's at the city square, the other one she's on that street, the other one she's... The women are like that. Restless. They're just restless. Must keep moving, talking, doing this and the other. Your children will raise themselves. You will have to play mother yourself. We said that to brothers, that it's possible to marry a woman who is void, absent, avoidant. And you'll have to play the role yourself. The same way when you marry a man who you neglected to check the personal conviction and discipline, you'll not be able to control your children. You'll not be able to guide your children because he's the role model. And should you get a boy and he copies after that, you will die of depression and stress. You'll be waking up to babies being dropped at your gate. You'll be having chaos upon chaos. Where did it start? When you were choosing, you took it lightly. Took it lightly. Then you married a person who now, this is the example they have set. And you can't tell this boy anything because he knows we have step brothers, step sisters out there. And should people change when you married right and you're okay, you should also change. Change them. Switch them. Substitute them. When they change on you, change them. Yes. Very good.
Hey, let me not add anything. Thank you so much. That was such a good, powerful show. Thank you all for watching. See you on November 11th, 2023, and also on the next episode. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Months. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life,